This is Long Branch Farms in California, a 46-acre homage to the Old West. Situated in Half Moon Bay, just south of San Francisco, the mock frontier town is a nostalgic nod to the past, when the gold rush transformed America's Wild West. Along with being a place that hosts weddings, fundraisers, and other events, Long Branch is also home to two sisters who are taking the equestrian world by storm. Cassidy and Kimberly Palmer compete in vaulting, and the duo are currently the #1 ranked pair in the world. Transworld Sport was keen to find out more about them.
Basically, I moved here when I was 5 years old. It was just a very small house in the front of the property. I grew up there until I was about 13, and my dad started building just this whole property up. And I started with horses, was always around horses, animals my whole life.
Cassidy is 22 and Kimberly is 20. They were introduced to vaulting by their mother, Jill. She competed in the sport herself and now acts as the girls' coach.
I always liked gymnastics. I didn't do it myself, but I always liked to watch it on the Olympics and that sort of thing. So I started them in gymnastics when they were little, and I was always a horse person since I was a small child. So after trying vaulting as a young person, I remembered it, and so as soon as they were old enough, I tried to find a club in our area and started them into vaulting.
Vaulting is a sport that requires competence in both gymnastics and equestrianism. Some believe that its origins date back to Roman times, when acrobats would display their skills on cantering horses.
So the horse that we're practicing on today, that's Finnegan. He's fairly new to the sport. We got him last year. And we didn't have much time to train with him over the past year because we were in Europe and then back. But I mean, he's good, he's learning. It just takes a really long time to train a vaulting horse because it's so weird. We pull him all over the place and we're standing forward, backwards, sideways, jumping on him, jumping off him. And I mean, he's learning, so he'll get there. Individually, he's really good for one person to hop on, but he'll take a little bit of work to train him for pas de deux.
Pas de deux is the class of vaulting in which competitors perform as a pair. The choreographed routines take place whilst the horse, directed by a longeur, moves in a circle with a minimum diameter of 15 meters. The Palmer sisters practice 4 times a week in the grounds of the ranch.
Competing with my sister is amazing. I've competed individually, we both have, and it's not the same. We never really stick to it. Competing with each other, it's so much fun. It's stressful, but then stress relieving at the same time. It's pretty much all you think about. If something's on your mind and you go out there with my sister, it's amazing. Like, everything just goes off my head. It's all about the routine and about practicing and training.
With much of the FEI vaulting season taking place in Europe, the sisters ride a different horse at overseas competitions called Leon. He's controlled by German longeur Wolfgang Renz. Vaulting competitions consist of compulsory and freestyle maneuvers done to music. Horses are also judged on the quality of their movement, as well as their behavior.
We usually go for the calm horses, but they don't always score as well as the really fancy ones. And then money's also, the fancier the horse, the more expensive they are.
Their 17-year-old younger brother, Colton, is also an accomplished vaulter. He's aiming to make as big an impact on the FEI stage as Cassidy and Kimberly have done in recent years. In 2013, the sisters became the first American vaulters to win a World Cup event when they triumphed at the German Masters in Stuttgart.
When they perform together, I'm super proud. Like, I can't even believe how good they are. It's just amazing that they've come to this level and kept at it and trained so hard and worked so hard to, you know, get to this goal of theirs.
With 4 victories so far this year, the Palmers have risen to the top of the FEI rankings, and it's a position that they're determined to hold on to.
When we are on the horse, she is the base, so she lifts me up in most of the moves. I lift her in a few moves because that's the judges like to see different people lifting each other. And we just have to try to keep each other calm up there. When she panics and I keep her calm, when I panic, she keeps me calm. We pretty much hold each other on the horse. We have a great relationship. Sometimes we don't even have to speak to each other. We just know what's happening.
As part of their fitness regime, Cassidy and Kimberly spend plenty of time at their local gym. Their phenomenal upper body strength is maintained by boxercise classes.
You have to watch what you eat, you have to exercise, and you can't just say, oh, I don't feel like it today. So I'm super proud that they've kept up with it and really stuck with it. I mean, I think it's a lifelong goal, and it's a lifelong lesson they're learning, how to stick with something and really follow through.
Away from their sport, the sisters love helping out around the ranch, especially when there's a big event on.
Working at Long Branch it's actually a really fun job. It's a lot of work put all into one day. So a day would go, like, we have to set up hundreds of tables and chairs, and we just have to make sure all the little details, all the trash is picked up, things like that. And then when the guests arrive, my sister or I will bartend or just kind of look over the whole ranch, watch the people, make sure they don't do anything stupid or just things like that. And we have them like a couple days a week, so it keeps us busy, along with vaulting.
With vaulting not part of the Olympics, the sport's most prestigious competition is the World Equestrian Games, or WEG for short. They're held every 4 years, and at the 2014 Games in France, the Palmers finished 5th.
I started them into vaulting just for fun. Like, I had no idea anything about where vaulting could go. I just liked it and liked horses, and you know, we tried riding, but they didn't really like the riding, like riding lessons, so they really seemed to like the vaulting and stuck with it, but I really had no idea about where it would take them.
It would be great to medal in the 2016 Worlds and 2018 WIG, hopefully qualify and medal there as well.
The Palmers are a sister act who are just starting to reach their potential, and they look set to be a dominant force in the vaulting world for many years to come. Subscribe now to our YouTube channel for the very best of Trans World Sports.